The topic that I'm going to discuss for week 4, first, we have the remainder theorem. Then number 2, factor theorem. In the previous lesson, we can see that in dividing one whole number by another number, the division is exact when the remainder is 0. And the division is not exact when the remainder is not 0. It is also similar when the one polynomial is divided by another polynomial. So, our first topic, we have remainder theorem. If f of x is any polynomial and f of x is divided by x minus a, then the remainder is f of a. Okay, like for example, okay, so this example, you have to determine the remainder of 3x squared negative x positive 2, then was divided by x negative 1. Okay, so f of negative 1 change to positive 1. So that is f of 1 is equal to 3x squared negative x then positive 2. Then substitute the value of 1. Okay, we have 3 open quantity 1 squared. Then we have negative. Then multiply it by 1. Then we have positive 2. Okay, then we have 3. The square of 1 is 1. Then positive 1, multiply it by negative. The result is negative 1. Then we have positive 2. Then simplify. 1 times 3. So we have the product is 3. Then we have negative 1. Then we have positive 2. Okay, after that, combine. Okay, so we have positive 3 plus positive 2, then we have negative 1. So, positive 3 plus positive 2, the result is 5. Then we have here 1. So, f of 1 is equal to positive 5 minus 1, so the result is positive 4. So, the remainder is equal to 4. For number 2 example, we have 2x squared positive 4x, then negative 6, then divided by x positive 2. Then determine the remainder of 2x squared positive 4x negative 6 by x positive 2. Then we have positive 2 change to negative 2. So we have f of negative 2 equals 2x squared positive 4x. Then we have negative 6. Okay, so we have f of negative 2 is equal to, substitute 2, the value of x is negative 2 squared, then plus 4, the value of x is negative 2, then we have negative 6. Then is equal to, we have 2, the square of negative 2 is 4. Then multiply, negative 2 times positive 4, the result is negative 8. Then we have negative 6. So, is equal to multiply 4 times 2. So, we have here 8, positive 8. then we have negative 8, then negative 6. Then f of negative 2 is equal to, then combine, we have positive 8 and negative 8, the result is 0. Then we have here, the remainder is negative 6. Okay, for number 3 example. So this example, first you have to arrange in the descending order. We have 2x to the 4th power, then positive 5x cubed, then negative x squared. Then we have positive 1. Then by x negative 2. So this time, you have to determine the remainder of 2x to the 4th power, positive 5x cubed, negative x squared, positive 1. So we have f of, instead of negative, change to positive 2. Then equals 2x to the 4th power, then we have positive 5x cubed, then negative x squared, then we have positive 1. Then substitute the value of x, which is positive 2. Okay, so we have 2 multiply it by 2 to the 4th power, positive 5, then 2 to the 3rd power. Then negative, open parenthesis, 2 squared, then positive 1. Then this time, so you have to simplify. Okay, we have here 2. Okay, multiply by itself 4 times. 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2, 8. 8 times 2, 16. Then plus 5. Then the cube of 2 is 8. Then we have the square of 2 is 4. Then positive 1. Then simplify. Okay, multiply. 16 times 2, 32. Then plus. So, 8 times 5. So, the result is 40. Then, we have positive 4 times negative. So, we have negative 4. Then, we have positive 1. Then, this time, combine. 32 plus 40, the result is 72. Then, plus 1. Then, minus 4. Then, add. 72 plus 1, that is 73. Then, minus 4. So, then combine. So, f of 2 is equal to. So, 73 minus 4 is 69. So, this is now the remainder. Okay, so our next topic, we have the factor theorem. So, f of x is any polynomial, and f of x is divided by open quantity x minus a closed quantity, and the remainder f of a is equal to 0. Then, open quantity x minus a closed quantity is a factor of f of x. Okay, like for example, okay, so for number 1 example, okay, let us determine if the remainder is 0 of 2x cubed, positive 5x squared, negative 14x, negative 8, then we have c is equal to negative 2. So we have negative change to positive. F of 2 is equal to, we have 2x cubed, positive 5x squared, negative 14, multiply it by 2, then we have negative 8. Okay, so f of 2 is equal to 2, the value of x is 2 cube. Then positive 5, then the value of x is 2 squared. Then negative, okay, so 2 times 14, the result is negative 28. Then we have negative 8. Then is equal to, simplify, 2, the cube of 2 is 8. Then we have positive 5, the square of 2 is 4. Then negative 28, negative 8. Then simplify, 8 times 2, we have 16. Then positive, 4 times 5, okay, we have 20. Then negative 28, then equals negative 8. Okay, then combine. So we have 16 plus 20, that is 36. Then we have 28 plus 8, so we have 16, carry 1, that is negative 36. So, combine positive 36 minus 36. So, f of 2 is equal to 0. Okay, since the remainder is 0, so therefore, the factor of 2x cubed positive 5x squared negative 14x negative 2 negative 8 is 0. So this is now our answer. Okay, so the factor of 2 is equal to 0. Okay, so let us use the synthetic division. Okay, we use the same example. We have 2x cubed positive 5x squared negative 14x negative 8. So if c is equal to negative 2. Okay, so we have, this is now the solution on how to use the synthetic division. We have negative 2 change to positive. Okay, we have 2, then 5, negative 14, then we have negative 8. Okay, then bring down 2. Then after that, multiply. 2 times 2, we have 4. Then add 5 plus 4, we have 9. Then next, multiply 9 times 2, the result is positive 18. Then add negative 14 plus positive 18, so we have positive 4. Okay, then 4 times 2, so we have positive 8. So add. So negative 8 plus positive 8, the result is 0. The last term, this is now the remainder. So therefore, the remainder is 0. For number 2 example, x cubed negative 2x squared negative 29x positive 30. If x positive 5, then f of x is equal to negative 5. Then equals x cubed negative 2x squared negative 29x, then we have positive 30. Then substitute the value of x. So we have negative 5 cubed, then negative 2, so negative 5 squared, then negative 29, multiply it by negative 5, then positive 30. So, the cube of negative 5 is negative 125. Then negative 2, the square of negative 5 is positive 25. Then, when you multiply negative 5 times negative 29, the result is positive 145. Then positive 30. then equals negative 125, positive 25, multiply it by negative 2, so the result is negative 50. Then plus, add, so we have 175. So, negative 125 plus negative 50, the result is negative 175, then positive 175. Then add, so we have f of negative 5 is equal to 0. So therefore, the factor of x cubed negative 2x squared negative 29x positive 30 is equal to 0. So this is now the factor theorem. For example number 3, f of x equals to x cubed positive 3x squared negative 6x then positive 1, then if x is x negative 1, then we have f of x is equal to positive 1. Then equals k2, the value of x is 1 cube. Then we have positive 3, multiply it by 1 squared. Then we have negative 6, multiply it by 1. Then we have positive 1. Okay, so simplify. So we have 2. The cube of 1 is 1. Then positive 3. The square of 1 is 1. Then multiply. Positive 1 times negative 6. We have here negative 6. Then positive 1. Then solve. 1 times 2. We have here 2. Then plus 1 times 3. We have 3. Negative 6. Then plus 1. Then after that, combine. So we have 2 plus 3, 5. Plus 1, okay, we have positive 6. Then we have negative 6. Then add. So we have here the factor of 2x cubed, positive 3x squared, negative 6x, positive 1 is equal to 0. Okay, use the synthetic division. In example number 3, so we have 2x cubed positive 3x squared, then negative 6x, then we have positive 1. Then if x is equal to negative 1, then change to positive. So we have positive 1. Okay, we have the first term is 2, the second term is 3, and the third term is 6, and the last term is positive 1. Okay, then, okay, bring down 2. 2 times 1, so we have 2. Then add 3 plus 2, we have 5. Then after that, multiply. 5 times 1, so we have 5. Then add negative 6 plus positive 5, so we have negative 1. Then next, multiply. Negative 1 times positive 1, the result is negative 1. Then add positive 1 and negative 1, the result is 0. The last term, this is now the remainder. So the remainder is 0. Our activity for week 4, then write your activity in the yellow pad paper. Then we have here the instruction. Okay, letter A, 1 to 6, use polynomial long division to perform the indicated division. Write the polynomial in the form of P of x is equal to D of x and Q of x plus R of x. Then for letter B, use the synthetic division to perform the indicated division. Write the polynomial in the form of P of x equals D of x, Q of x plus R of x.